Most of them are a little better than ours, but you can see a little bit of red here. And you might be able to see a little bit of blue. Yeah, a little bit of blue there. But these go on a certain way. You don't want to mix them up. Blue is always toward the inside of the trailer. Like I said, most of them are painted a little better than ours, but blue is always on the inside. Red is always to the outside. Now, why do you think they're color coded? Blue and red.
One's the spring break, one's the
service
service.
emergency. No, not service emergency.
One is the emergency, one is the service break.
Close enough. I'll give it to you. Spring brakes, service brakes. All right. Your red is always your spring brakes. Your emergency brakes, emergency red. Remember it that way.
You can
Blue is
interchange
your
emergency and spring, right? Nope.
Two different systems. Remember.
I can't
It's
say.
all air, but they're two separate systems. You got your spring brake system. You got your air brake system. All right.
So why do we have E right here?
That's just the manufacturer thing. That's all it is.
Yes.
That's why I thought emergency because I
That's
see.
why I
No,
see
yeah,
it
don't
too.
look at those.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see the red here on your trucks. It'll be really more obvious. I mean, this is ridiculously faded, and I probably need to fix those.
It's
All right.
spring brakes and what?
Service
Service
I'm
brakes.
confused. Air brakes and spring brakes aren't the same thing?
They're all in the air brake system. All right.
Okay, that's a system?
But remember, you have like on the back here, you've got two chambers, right?
Right.
You've got your service brakes. You got your spring brakes. Your service brakes are when you step on the pedal, the service pedal. It's for everyday stopping, coming to a stop at a stop sign, trying to avoid a jackass pulls out in front of you, whatever the case.
Right.
You got your spring brake side. That's your emergency
That's
brakes and your parking brakes.
Right.
They're in the same chamber, but they do different things.
Okay, but when I say it's spring brakes, I mean, that means the whole thing is spring air loaded, right? Air or no?
Well, the spring brake side is.
I'm just the verbiage is what's it's just
Well,
the way
get
you're
air
saying
brakes.
it.
First of all, get that way out of your mind because that ain't
Don't
gonna
say
be.
anything air brake.
It's not gonna be part of this system. It's either gonna be spring or service. Those are really the only two you really have to remember.
Okay, so why do they even say air brakes?
Because
they trying to confuse me?
Because they're all air driven. They're
See,
all
it's all
air
that's what I was
brakes.
trying to get at. So it's all air brakes.
Right.
I know the difference between the service and the spring brake.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, terminology then.
And
That's
what the
exactly.
verbiage is what's
Yep.
confusing me.
It's
Okay,
all
sorry.
air brake system.
Okay.
But
okay.
there's two separate systems in the air brake system.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Totally.
Totally, for sure.
For sure.
All right. Far out. All right. To the max. All right.
Really showing my age.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
No.
All right, so so we don't. These are your only lines to hook up your air to the trailer. This is all you got. So our blue is going to go to blue on the inside. Red is going to go over here. All right. These seals here, these rubber seals. That's all they are. They're rubber gaskets.
You got no rubber though.
What's that?
Is that red right?
Yeah, this is red.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. But you got rubber seals here, and you got rubber seals here. That's what actually physically makes the connection, that secure air leak connection. And it actually works, believe it or not. So, to connect it, first of all, we're going to make sure it even exists. A lot of times, if a driver's picking up a trailer, he'll realize, oh crap, I don't have one, and steal yours. And so you don't have one, and any good driver should have a couple of these in your side box or something like that. Anyway, all right. So to connect them, this is blue. So I'm gonna put it like that, rubber to rubber. All right. Put my thumb right there, right on the E or whatever it is, and I'm gonna slowly press down, just like that. You can see this goes into here, and this goes into over this. Right? That's all you got to do. That's all there is to it. Same thing with your emergency line. Check your gasket. Check your gasket. Cross it. Thumb it. Kind of. I'm putting a little pressure here on this because you don't want to yank on this too hard because it can crack like this one is. That's all there is to it. Now our connections. This is part of our coupling system. That's what we want to talk about. These are called glad hands. These are glad hand seals. Want to make sure they're properly mounted secured, they're attached correctly, our seals aren't missing. talk about their air lines themselves, the whole thing. Want to make sure rubber, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, right? They're not leaking. Our connections on both ends, secure, and on the back of the cab, they're secure and tight. Both hoses. Another thing, we want to make sure they're not dragging on the catwalk. Because if you're going on the road and they're doing this back and forth, it's going to wear it out, and you're going to have an air leak. Now, we also have to make our taillights and everything else work, right? On the truck?
Yep.
Electrical connection. That's what this guy does. This is called your electrical pigtail because it's all curly like a pigtail. Get it? Adorable, huh? Some of them aren't curled like this. Some of them are just straight like the airlines. But our electrical connection, we want to make sure it's not, it's not
Abrasions.
not abrasion, bulges, cuts. We want to make sure it's not
Frayed. Cut.
Frayed.
what is it?
Angle?
We're looking at you.
Oh.
No, they're not
Secured with safety latch connections at the back of the truck. It's secured and not leaking.
not the airlines. Electrical connection.
Not tangled, pinched, dragging on the catwalk. Not leaking air, cut, chafed, spliced, or worn.
Splice, that's what I was looking for.
Splice.
Jeez. Make sure you can't splice this together to another existing one. And it's not cut or frayed. What it is, yeah, it's a multifunction pin. So I got all these holes here. They're going to correspond to holes in this little box here. And I'll let all you guys do this here in a little bit, but there's only one way to do this. This little tab that sticks out, that's the only way it's going to go in there. You can't put it upside down, sideways, it just won't let you. You want to make sure your electrical connection is secure with this little flap. This little flap here, you want to make sure it's on the flap on your electrical connection itself so it doesn't pull out. Same thing on this side. I want to make sure it's properly secured in there and the safety latch is in place. Okay? Make sure they're not chapped. Again, everything's not rubbing on the catwalk. And it all looks pretty spiffy. Okay. That's your coupling system.